Okay, what I have here is the apparatus for drilling the holes. I figure to even out the airflow through the tabletop, the holes would have to be different sizes. I'm going to make 1-inch holes around the outside perimeter. The next ring in will be 7/8 inch holes, and then the inside ones will all be 3/4. Now, I'm not certain if this is going to make that much of a difference, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I made this guide block here. It has the 3 sizes: 1 inch, 7/8, 3/4, to guide the bit as it's cutting in initially. The problem is when I drove the screws in, it dimpled in the material, and it really won't center the bit properly. So to avoid the bit skating around and tearing up the surface, I made this, and that should stop it from happening. So I'll do the first one and show you how it goes. Once the hole gets started with the guide, you can take it out, finish it with just the bit. I'm not quite through. So that's the first hole all the way through. It looks very clean, very neat. So basically what I'll do is I'll just carry on and drill out the rest of the holes. Okay, I drilled all the holes. That was pretty tedious and boring. It's bad enough that I had to do it. I didn't want to subject you people to it too, so I didn't actually film it. After the holes were drilled, I flipped it over and sanded the back a little bit to get the some of the breakout where the bit came through cleaned up, and to avoid having the top curl, I just gave it a coat of oil-based polyurethane. The fact is that the foam is glued on one side, and it limits how much moisture can be absorbed on that side. On the bottom side, if it's sealed like this, at least that kind of equalizes it. So all I got to do is let this dry, and then I can flip it over and put it in, and the top will be done. Time to assemble the drawer. I've already got the sides and the front and the back glued and nailed on. They're just butt joints, PL Premium, gluing the corners. I'll be using that too to glue the bottom in. The bottom is 1/4 inch OSB. I get some glue in the groove, the front groove. And glue along the back. Glue along the back of the bottom panel where it meets the back of the drawer. Just drop it in. So get it in the slot, push it down, flip it over, make sure it's lined up properly. I cut these bottoms so they'll fit in my dados pretty precisely. So there's not much play one way or the other. And I'll just put a few brads in. It's just across the back. And what I do is I'll take some construction adhesive and I'll squeeze it into the corners along the sides, between the side and the bottom, like this. And then I'll use my finger to squeeze that into the gap. Most of it disappears into there. This is the easy way to glue in the panel. You probably heard that you shouldn't glue in the bottom panel, but this material is relatively dimensionally stable, and so is the plywood sides, front and back. None of it's going to expand or contract with seasonal changes, so it's perfectly fine and actually way better to glue in these panels in the bottom. This drawer is assembled.